Hi, friends. I'm Jack here. I'm just talking with nice people. It's Boxing Day. Hello, Rachel. If and when you get a chance to see this, hopefully you will. I love you. Good morning. Um, it's the day after Christmas. I slept hard, but not very long. I mean, I got about 7 hours, maybe 6 hours of like a rock kind of sleep, but probably not enough hours. Kitty woke me up early to let her out. No, I slept really well. I just didn't sleep as long as I would have liked to have probably. Kitty was meowing in my ear to let her out this morning, and once I woke up, all of a sudden I felt this sense of like ontological terror when I lay back down. So I just gotta, cause like fuck ontological terror. Rachel said a number of hilarious things to me while she was in her fugue state, in her moments of lucidity especially. At one point she told me like, Eric, this isn't ontologically healthy for me. I took off my belt because I can't sleep with a belt on. Took off my belt, took off my jacket. But I slept with the same pants and shirt and this sweater that I'm wearing. I just slept with those things. It was cold last night. It was warm in here because I've got this great heater. For a little room, it's like I have central air because this room has really tall ceilings. And the heater is right there, up high. And it blows out kind of like, right now it's kind of blowing down on me. But those little line things move around. It's raining and in the low 40s right now. So I mean it's about as cold as it gets in LA. I think it's like 45 probably now since this morning. But it got down to 41 last night while it was raining. Now that's really cold because that means the snow level down to like 2,000 feet. Which means that the mountains are going to be beautiful this morning. It's going to be a gorgeous day in Los Angeles. I got to tell you, when it's like this, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just, there's no place better in the world. The mountains are covered in snow. It's a crisp day. It's sunny. Well, it probably won't be today sunny, but, and air's beautiful and, well, what is this, Mom? 45 degrees for you probably seems fairly par for the course. 45 degrees for me seems like I'm standing in Antarctica and polar bears are throwing ice at me. Polar bears don't live in Antarctica. Yeah, so what? So obviously, my thoughts are with Rachel at the hospital, but I woke up feeling considerably better about things. Just looking forward to going and seeing her today, and taking her earbuds, which I forgot to take her yesterday. The slabs are remarkable things. So at this point, as my mom's deteriorating, it's like I really need that to be my more or less exclusive primary day-to-day focus. Like, I'll have plenty of time to do things like live stream and whatnot, but more or less, I've got to be here all the time. That's easy to do when it's just me living here. And I'm not trying to account for a second party all the time. The Slavs made it impossible for me to choose anything other than that. And I have to respect their wishes in that regard. And they also, I've matured a lot. I've learned something about the need for instant gratification. It's like my need for instant gratification has diminished substantially since when I was younger. And my frame on relationships and people has changed remarkably since I was younger. I was very, very upset. Um, oh, thank you, Winston Small, for the vote of support. Um, there's only one person in the entire world who puts me on the defensive, really, in any kind of sense. And that's my dad. My dad puts me on the defensive sometimes. He's intimidating. Like, you know, I'm really not intimidated by anybody. My dad's pretty fucking intimidating. But of course, he's got to be right still. He still has to be right. And if he's wrong, then I'm intimidating to him. And he hates that. And he's just like, okay, ah. But, he's pretty careful, too. He's pretty TI careful, very TI careful. He's TI fifth, so he's got a good sense of being legitimate on TI grounds most of the time. Anyway, no, I won't be on the defensive about this at all. That's one thing that I've learned as I've matured is, well, like for example, I'm definitely not, even if Rachel and I were to ultimately not work out, I'm going to be very hesitant to date again. It's just, yeah, absolutely, Mrs. Bowman. He has earned that, and so that's fine. I don't want to change or update or adjust or otherwise. Yeah, my relationship with my dad at all. Like, it is what it is. It's the same as it's always been, basically, and it's a good relationship. And even though it's it's not very F friendly, right? In general, my dad is very not F. There's just very little F in him that is demonstrative, right? It's fourth slot F. He has plenty of FI, but it just displays in him taking care of everybody. It doesn't play out as a deliberative function. He's not like, I'm going to reference my FI very much to make decisions, like, for example, I would say he doesn't quite get the difference between my emotional state regarding Rachel right now versus my emotional state regarding Kimberly when we broke up. With Kimberly, it was just like, I am done, and that's it. And I'm not only done, but I'm struggling to be compassionate in being done. And so, when I told him that and moved back in here and yada yada, I'm going to ask maybe, or hope, just rather than ask necessarily, but hope Maybe Winston's mom, and when people come in and ask that question, can have like a copy and paste answer. She can just paste there real quick. I am not going over it again and again. The SJs follow rules, traditions, and history. They don't have as many falls or as many peaks and highs, but they go slow and steady through life and end with content for the most part. Right. My dad's quite content. You know, he likes the way things are. He's you know, everything's purposeful. Everything is purposeful. Thank you, Winston's mom. That would be great. I'll give you a quick lowdown on Sturdy Chandra since there's not very many people here. Yeah, she's in the mental hospital, and I'm gonna go visit her again today. I visited her last night and brought her some stuff. And one thing that gives me a great deal of satisfaction is the thought that she'll be able to see these videos and hear me saying hi to her and stuff while she's in the hospital, hopefully. So the CAA detentions, is that happening in India? I'm sorry that it's going down to Sriti Chandran. I'm sorry that's going down in your country. Kankan Krishna Sarvagu was telling us about it the other night too, and I'm sorry. Yeah, she'll be fine. You know, it's something it's happened before, and they know how to treat it, and they're gonna treat it, and you know, she's not dead. That's the thing. My relationship with Rachel isn't over. It just it's just entering a new phase. Yeah, that's fucking sucks ass, Rudy Chandran. What if somebody had multiple personality disorder? Would their type change constantly? Well, multiple personality disorder is an interesting term because personality really means aspects of the self that stay constant over time. And multiple personality disorder would suggest that there are different by now it's ready. I've read Dante. I read Inferno. But that would suggest that people they cycle through the same configurations consistently, and if you're going to use the word personality meaningfully. But the thing is, people talk about personality as affect, like a person's affect, kind of how they are. That's the word for that, affect. It's not personality. People use the word personality when they mean affect a lot. I need to go smoke a cigarette or a couple hits off of a cigarette. I'll be standing over there. I'll still talk from over there. Hopefully you can still hear me. Where's my soda? Over there. So, anywho, I can actually even do this. There. How can you see me? I can't see you. I can't see me, but you should be able to see me. Oh, it is blustery out there. Blustery is 1,000 frigid storms in an Arctic winter that lasts for 1 billion years. I mean, the thing is, the slabs do this shit to me all the time, right? They they implement substantial life changes that I'm too ignoring to implement for me. You know, often leaving me absolutely no choice. So I understand the risks of magical thinking as well, and excessive magical thinking. It can run away with a person for sure. But I mean, come on, shit's too like it's got to be scripted in some way, or not scripted, but there's this responsive like elasticity to reality that makes weird shit happen for weird reasons. Of course, you know, the only explanation that I really have that doesn't make any sense at all is like astrology stuff. Apparently, I've got a very fortunate star chart, or a very lucky one, or whatever. I've thought about it in the past as being a tavrine or a slab sink. A slab sink is somebody who a lot of other shit seems to turn around, but it's more like a pivot point as much as anything else. Like, nothing really big happens to me, but lots of big things happen to lots of people around me. This reminds me of something very sad, which I'll talk about in a little bit. I just found out yesterday from Delilah. Oh, now you're not. Now it's not looking. I mean, look, the numerology shit too. It's like, why do I get such good, like, all the magical thinking stuff? They're all like, you know, full house, Eric. Here you go. I don't know why. I will not talk about my state of being. Oh, Eileen. Eileen, you're so German. Doesn't verboten. I've written it. I mean, my astrological chart, I always dismissed it my entire life. I don't know anything about astrology at all. But, again, like, I know this much. That when I first read the description of Taurus back when I was a kid or something, I thought, that's not me. I'm not a Taurus. Even when I was a kid, I thought, that's not me. I know that, but, you know, I've since heard from Rachel and other people, there's a lot more stuff involved, like, you know, what moon is where and all that kind of shit. So, apparently I've got a good star chart, and I've noticed that the numerology stuff is also very good for me. I'm master builder number 22, which is like, you know, presidents and stuff. Supposedly. I mean, well, okay, you go, well, there she's bullshit, Eric. Here you are a random dude with a medium small YouTube channel. Well, true. But just wait. I'm not done yet. I'm not done in life, for sure. I'm just getting started, I feel like. Rachel has been so healing for me. So unbelievably healing. Well, Winston's mom, you belong here. For sure. And I'm very grateful to have you here. If I haven't said that often enough, I'm sorry. Taurus, inspiration can come from some surprising places and people right now. That's kind of always true. Yeah, I'm pretty emo right now. She does need to eat more. When she was in that state, she wasn't really eating anything. She wasn't sleeping. But, I mean, the thing is, you got to remember, she's got her family, who I might not always see exactly eye to eye with about everything, but who are very genuine in their efforts to help her. And likewise, Winston's mom. And at least as important, she's got me. And she didn't do anything wrong. She's not guilty of bad things that she can't control. I will probably. No, the good side of it is not a sign of the illness. No, I slept out here. So, she's either not insane or she's having a psychotic break. Thanks, Catherine Ward. Oh, well, welcome back. Welcome back. And hope you're feeling better. So, no, look, we're coming into the low part now, okay? Prior to this recent episode, she was more or less level for about, most of the 3 months. Then she stopped taking her pills and she went into a fugue state. It's not like she spent 3 months in the good side of the illness and then 4 days in the bad side of the illness. It's okay. I mean, look, you're raising points that people are going to think naturally. And I don't mind answering those points. I don't mind responding to them. I maybe would have yesterday when I was really like, it was weird last night. My thoughts were so scattered. I couldn't keep them together, like doing shit around the house anyway, from room to room or anything. I was just my mind was in so many places that I literally lost the capacity to function properly. Yeah, run solo. Well, I mean, the thing is, again, this is not the first time she's been hospitalized. And so to say that it links to this or that or the other thing is wrong. The one thing that we know that makes sense is that it links to stopping taking medication. That's what it links to. Thank you, Livermore Cats. Okay, Anonymous Random Zero, that's a good question. Does being INFJ relate to bipolar or other mental disorders? Yeah, actually, I think NI-DOMs are probably more prone to that sort of thing. It has to do with magical thinking is an NI thing, basically. So when magical thinking runs amok and people start believing stuff that's NI run amok, then it seems to link to some extent to NI. Different kinds of crazy, obviously. But well, the thing is, she and I did a pretty damn good job of sleeping as much as we could for a long time, even when she was off the meds. She was off the meds. If she was getting sleep, she was still more or less okay. What's his mom? I gave her plenty of alone time. She had a lot of alone time. Remember, I had a lot of family responsibility in the house a lot. I think one of my biggest mistakes was leaving her alone when she started entering this state. I should have come out and hang out with her and talked her through it. When she was with me, okay, well, Ron Solo, Rachel and I entered into a relationship. Rachel has mental health issues. That's it. She was trying to meow. There's no anything else. It's like, just because Rachel has mental health issues doesn't mean we need to reduce her to somehow less of an agent that we than she is. Well, now we understand that she wasn't really ever making any decisions. That she had some sort of meow. Now we understand that, okay, the reason I was wrong thinking she was ENFP is because she was manic. Well, look, she had a normal amount of range of ups and downs, like I do too. You might say sometimes I'm manic. But the reality is that was all within the range of normal behavior. And it was not until she entered that fugue state, for lack of a better word, that she really expressed, so to speak, her mental illness. So to talk about her behavior at other times that might have been a little bit odd as expressing that is ontologically reductive and earns you a finger wag. If Rachel was asked and this is the thing, the reason in part that she was able to go off her meds probably about a month ago, and it took this long for her to really express, is because this was a very sanatorium-esque environment for her. She was asked. I asked nothing of her. I fed her, brought her drinks. I made her food. She didn't even have to make her own food ever. It's a very easy environment to be in. It didn't have any stresses on her and stuff. I'm gonna go open the door for Kitty, who's knocking. What a good knocker you are. Yes, Roundy. That's great. Mason's mom. So I want to make sure that what is definitely going to be a sad process, moving it back to New York, is also not treated as though it were a funeral, because at the end of the day, Rachel's not dead. I'm not dead. Rachel will recover from this. And when she's in New York, that doesn't mean that I won't be able to see her. I'll be able to video chat with her every day. I'll start using Google Hangouts again. When I was chatting with her remotely, I would chat with her by Google Hangouts. And I will do so again, And I'll fly out there. We'll get a hotel for a couple nights, and I'll come back here, and whatever. It'll be fine. I'm not even worried about it. Homebodies. Mrs. Mom, I gotta say, you have got to be a big homebody, because you rarely miss a live stream. Mr. Ralteria, hola to you too, and hello. Right. The thing is, most people, if you have a mental illness that makes you thoroughly unpleasant, people have a limited tolerance for that. Oh no, she's perfectly willing to stay. Go on. I don't know why she stopped taking them. We never really talked about it. I remember when we were in that sounds like a long drive, Winston's mom. Yes, that's your illness, Ron Solo. That's definitely an illness. Catherine Ward, she was on him for much of the time we were together here. I remember taking him when we were in Vegas. But the thing is, I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. I figured I just didn't get it. I didn't get what would happen. I didn't get that I didn't, nobody told me to pay attention to whether she's taking it or not. She didn't. It's not my business. She's a grown woman, For all the jokes about me being controlling and shit and manipulative of her or whatever, I am the least controlling person I know. Absolutely not controlling remotely. Yeah, it's just progress for me, for sure. Because I've never. Well, I mean, the thing is, I also have a bit of a like heads up on it with my mom, who also says weird things to me periodically all the time. But the difference is, mom's not coming back. They're not. There might be moments of lucidity, more or less sometimes, but she's not coming back. And um, when dealing with Rachel, though, it was much different, obviously, vastly different. The thing that struck me was the ability to get through to her sometimes during that state, but it didn't last, you know. But she was definitely much calmer, uh, more willing to she was okay when she was with me, and when she was saying nasty shit or whatever, I just say like, okay. I didn't. It didn't incite me at all because I realized once I realized that she was literally not herself. Um, yeah, Pee is a very beautiful cat. Come here, my Pee. Oh, come to me. Come to Daddy. Oh yes, Daddy loves his PNP. Here, let's put this down lower so the people can see you. Oh yes, come here, my baby. Come to Daddy. Come here. Oh, what a good kitty. The people want to see your kitty face. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, my wonderful PNP. Kitty of magnificence, kitty of glory, eighth wonder of the kitty world. You're my kitty pageant winner. What a good kitty. What an incredibly special kitty. Yes, your sensuality is constantly astonishing me again for the first time forever. It's true. It's true. I'm not lying this time. Oh, my pee and my pee and my pee. Did you get wet outside because of the rain? What a very good kitty you are. Yes, you're a very good kitty. Yes, you are. Meow to you as well. I like it when you talk to me, Pee. I think it's funny. Yes, Catherine Ward, this is a bonus in this live stream. You get the cat. Usually, Pee's not in the stream. She's a little bit camera shy. She's an ISFP. So she's not really that into live streaming. But sometimes if she wants to talk about something in particular, she will live stream with me. What are we talking about today, ISFP Kitty? No, I have feelings. No. And very few words. No. You don't think she's an ISFP? Are you challenging my cat typing? Eileen, are you challenging my cat typing? You call yours douchebags? Oh, well, Pee only gets positive words of affirmation about her glory and her wonder and her strength and nobility. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Pee is a very noble beast. Pee's an inside-outside cat. She can come in whenever she wants, but she doesn't always want to be inside, you know. Sometimes usually she wants to go outside. But she sleeps with me most nights. She slept with me all the way until 5 something this morning. When she meowed in my ear because she had to go pee. She's definitely a sensor. She's definitely a sensor. I had a cat that was intuitive. He was a weird cat, but this cat is definitely ISFP. Yeah, I think I'm quite confident in her typing. And the thing is, the reason in part is because she's very particular in her love. She loves me a lot. She loves Rachel a lot. she's gonna miss Rachel, but she'll get over that. And she's not gonna see Rachel again, but I will. So, oh my PMP. Anyway, she's very particular in who she likes. She's not a slutty cat, so to speak. She doesn't go up to anybody really, except for me and Rachel. Even my dad, she won't let him pet her. Fifi might be my familiar. Are you my familiar? I think familiars like sit on your shoulder more. She doesn't really ever ride around on my shoulder. But maybe I can start to train her to do that. Is Keller Ferret blind? Is that why his name's Keller? I'm going to suggest yes. She knows I'm sad, the cat. She does know when I'm sad. I'm not especially sad right now. I've gotten over my sadness when I realized that, sort of, hold on a second. She's not dead. I'm not dead. We're not broken up. What's the big deal? I'll still see Rachel, So I'm not really that sad. I think that her going back to New York is the right thing for my family situation right now. And it's not terrible. So, things change a lot over the course of a few months, and we'll see what happens. And her name was Keller, but she was deaf. She was not blind. Well, with his mom, in order to make it the name more appropriate, you should have blound her as well. Then she would really have been Keller. I thought life was over when I was assigned to spend a year alone in Korea. By the end of the year, I did not want to go home. Well, I thought, wow, it was super exciting. So excited to be here in Shanghai. After a few weeks, I'm just like, fuck China. Oh, okay, good point, Winston's mom. Good point. Yeah, I'd say that's TI too. So I'm not. I think that's probably TI. Okay, I'm gonna stop this live stream now and poop. And I'll probably live stream more often, shorter live streams the next couple of days, because I don't know, Rachel will talk to, but I'm going to the hospital today later on, and meow, 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 and meow.